Alright, welcome to another painting tutorial. In this one we're going to look at the Deathwing Knights that I converted up in another video. You can check that out on my channel. But here's the paints I use. These are the same as I use for the Deathwing Terminators. Obviously these guys have a bit more green with the cloaks. Otherwise they're basically identical. Now the Deathwing Terminators, I did do a couple things differently. I did the purity seals in purple. These guys, I only did in red. So these three colors are actually these ones here on these particular models. But otherwise, the armor is your Xandri Dust up to Ushabti Bone and Screaming Skull. Got some silvers here, some golds, a little bit of gray and whites. So the basic armor, there you go with the Xandri Dust and shaded with Seraphim Sepia and then highlighted up. The green robe, and there's some details on the shoulder pad and the shield. Got your Caliban green up to Moot green. Gold details, so there's a little bit of gold on these maces as well, on the tops. So that's all just their standard gold. Silver, standard silvers. Yeah, not too much silver on these guys. Basically the weapon, a little bit there, and some of the other details. And the red details. So I'm going to show this as one option, but in reality I painted all the red on these guys the same, including the purity seals. So yeah, if you were to do it with more detail, you could do these as well, some different color, but there's very little red on these guys, so I just did it all the same color. Crux Terminus is your basic grays. Purity seals, like I said, I did those just red. And the feathers are just sort of a grayish white there, and there's also some more of the detail there, and obviously some white on the robes. And in actuality, for these black details, because there's so little, I just did a Newland oil wash. Okay, so these are the Deathwing Knights that I painted up. This is a picture from the end of the tutorial where I showed how to make them out of the Assault on Blackreach Terminators. So a way to get more out of your kit. Check out that video if you're interested in converting them. But if you're ready to paint, then we can jump right in. Okay, so I did a base coat of white spray primer and then used my airbrush to put a quick sort of medium brown on there. And the idea was to get that done quickly so that I could start base coating things. So Caliban green there and my gray. Some more gray on the Crux Terminus. And there's all my greens there. And you can see now that I've washed this all, so got my nice shading done on my armor and just getting the rest of the base colors done. Okay, so a couple more base colors. Got my reds, got some of my golds there, and I think that's all the base colors except for the flesh, which I did much later. And you can see in the back, so I did these things silver. Obviously, if these were the Deathwing Terminators or the other ones from the special box set, they have a different shaped vent, and obviously they have more details on them. But otherwise, on the tabletop, I don't think you'll ever really notice that these guys are conversions from Assault on Blackreach guys. Okay, so getting ready for my highlights now that I've done all my base coating and washes. So I've got Agrax Earthshade on my golds, Newland Oil on my blacks, and there's the little guy there, the Watcher or whatever he's called. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm highlighting up the armor. So I'm painting basically all the main surfaces with the base color again, which is that Ushabti brown. So it's kind of like the old bleach bone from the old GW range, and I'm painting it on everything, just doing it really quick and making sure to leave all of the crevices kind of open there. So you can kind of see like a shaded there and in all of those cracks. Okay, now I'm doing the highlight on the green, so just doing the first layer, so kind of alternating which colors I'm working on, so that way if I accidentally get some green on here, then I can paint it over with the next layer there, or if I get some the off-white onto the green, then I can fix it up. And got the first layer of highlights on that guy. Okay, so I think I'm doing another color here, I can't quite tell. Some of these colors it's hard to see. So I think I'm doing the reds there. Oh, not quite, maybe. Um, okay, so I've highlighted up some of the grays there. That's what it was. The crux terminus I was showing. So I've done the gray highlight and some of the lighter uh, sort of bluish gray there. And I've got all this done. So I've got the bases done as well, you can see, and the rims. And all those shields are done up. So I've got all the highlights done there. And now I'm doing the second highlight on the green. So that's the moot green there. So mostly just the edges and trying to blend things in a little bit on all the folds. Same with this guy here. So just sharp sort of edges and then blending over all those extra folds just to get a bit more depth. And then, excuse me, the other areas, the flesh, very, very little of that, so nothing really to worry about there. The gold, kind of just an overbrush, and same with the silver to bring out those highlights. And dry brush the bases, added a bit of the tufts, and that's basically it. So let's take a look at the individual guys here. So this is the Sergeant. So we'll look at him from the different angles. If you wait till the very end of this video, I'll do a rotating video with no sound or commentary. But these are just some close-ups of the individual guys. So yeah, some neat dynamic poses. Maybe would have been a little bit better if I had used the Deathwing Knight bodies. They're maybe a little bit better poses because they're not from the starter set with the snap fit kind of guys. But I think these guys work pretty well. And yeah, to the untrained eye, you're not really going to notice that they're conversions. And I think this is the last guy. So this guy here, his face is kind of hidden mostly. He's got a little bit of a mask there. It's kind of neat. Okay, check out my blog and hang around for these videos. See you next time.